10 seconds, just 10 seconds without gravity, and the world as we know it collapses. Planes fall from the sky, oceans rise like monsters, buildings tear themselves apart, and you can't stand. You're floating, helpless, breathless, terrified. Sounds like science fiction? But this is a scientifically plausible scenario. What would happen if Earth lost gravity for just 10 seconds? Would we float up like in a dream, or be swept into an unstoppable chain of disasters? The countdown begins. Let's dive into a crazy yet fascinating scenario. A world without gravity for 10 seconds. Gravity, the silent architect of our world. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but it holds your entire existence together. It's the force that keeps your feet planted on the ground, locks oceans into place, and holds every molecule of air close to Earth so you can breathe. Without gravity, there is no Earth as we know it. No sky, no oceans, no life. Every breath you take depends on gravity holding the air around you. Every heartbeat, every step, every moment, all rely on this invisible force, pulling everything toward Earth's core. But gravity doesn't just hold. It creates order from chaos. It forms planets, commands the tides, guides the stars. It's the thread that connects all matter in the universe. Take gravity away, even for a second, and everything starts to fall apart. Blood stops circulating properly. Your organs lose orientation. Your muscles don't work the way they should. Your bones become useless. The human body wasn't built to float in limbo. Without gravity, biology doesn't just struggle, it collapses. And that's just your body. Now imagine the planet. Oceans rising, the atmosphere escaping, Earth's crust trembling. Gravity isn't just a scientific concept. It's the thread holding reality together. And when that thread is cut, everything unravels. 0 to 3 seconds. The moment gravity disappears, chaos erupts instantly. Within the first 3 seconds, everything, and I mean everything, begins to float upward. Not slowly, but violently. People, vehicles, oceans, even the air around you, all begin to rise. You're no longer standing on the ground. You're suspended, confused, panicked. That glass of water in your hand? Gone. The air you breathe, escaping into space. Buildings begin to tremble. Without gravity holding them down, entire structures twist, crack, and collapse. Glass shatters, foundations split, skyscrapers groan under their own weight. Up in the sky, things are even worse. Pilots are thrown from their seats, planes lose orientation, control panels become useless as the force holding everything together is no more. In just 3 seconds, the world has turned into a zero-gravity war zone. And this is only the beginning. Seconds 4 to 7. By the 4th second, everything becomes more terrifying than ever. With no more gravitational pull holding things down, objects continue to rise, but now with uncontrollable speed and momentum. People slam into ceilings. Heavy furniture crashes violently into upper floors. Refrigerators, sofas, even cars are bursting through rooftops like missiles. Homes weren't built for this. Ceilings collapse, walls shatter. The world starts turning upside down, literally. And the chaos isn't just on the ground. Above, low-orbit satellites begin to drift. Their orbits destabilize. Planes spiral out of control, losing all the force that once kept them afloat. The entire planet is becoming a floating graveyard of debris, and no one can stop it. In just a few seconds, Earth has become unrecognizable, and the clock is still ticking. 8 to 10 final seconds. As we approach the final seconds, the true horror begins to unfold. With no gravity, Earth can no longer hold onto its atmosphere. The air begins to thin. Oxygen escapes. Every breath becomes harder, until you feel like you can't breathe at all. You're floating, gasping, lungs burning. Not because there's no air, but because the air is slipping away. Meanwhile, Earth keeps spinning. But without gravity to hold things down, everything on its surface, people, buildings, oceans, keeps sliding at over 1,000 miles per hour. This isn't just chaos, it's unstoppable inertia. In these final moments, the planet is still rotating, but everything on it has let go. This isn't just weightlessness. This is the unraveling of reality. And then, gravity suddenly comes back. Everything that was floating, people, cars, furniture, comes crashing down with brutal force. This isn't a gentle return. It's a violent, merciless impact. Planes fall from the sky, cars plummet like bombs, people are thrown through walls, rooftops, windows, some hurled hundreds of meters from where they once stood. Skyscrapers, shattered, bridges, collapsed, homes, crushed. The world has become a storm of destruction, not caused by bombs or war, but by gravity itself. Yet in the midst of this hell, some people survive. Those underground, those trapped in elevators, in subways, in closed-off spaces that absorb just enough of the impact. You want to know the truth? You might survive if you just happen to be sleeping under a desk, not because you're strong, but because you were lucky and in the right place when gravity returned. All right, let's get real for a second. Could Earth actually lose gravity for 10 seconds? Short answer, nope, not gonna happen. Gravity isn't just some button you can switch off. It's the force that literally holds the entire planet, and everything on it, together. So, yeah, the idea of Earth just casually losing gravity? That's pure science fiction. But here's the twist. There are places where gravity feels like it disappears, like in outer space, or during those zero-G flights you've probably seen on YouTube. You know, the ones where people float around like astronauts and bump into each other in slow motion? That's not because gravity is gone. It's because they're in free fall. Basically, they're falling at the same speed as their surroundings, so it feels like there's no gravity. This is super important. No gravity doesn't mean no gravity exists. It just means you're not feeling it, because everything around you is falling at the same rate. Kinda like when you're in an elevator that drops a bit suddenly, and your stomach feels all weird. That's a tiny taste of what astronauts feel all the time. So unless some alien being flips off the laws of physics, we're sticking with gravity. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I like my feet on the ground. What about you? Would you try one of those zero-gravity flights if you had the chance? Sounds crazy, right? We're walking, breathing, living, all thanks to something we can't even see. Gravity. It's invisible, but if we ever lost it, everything would literally fall apart. Flying like a superhero? Yeah, sounds pretty cool. But let's be real. Without gravity, that's not flying. That's straight up chaos. But hey, imagine this. What if one day humans could actually control gravity? Create safe zero-gravity zones, float around freely, explore space like it's just a walk in the park. Sounds like sci-fi? Maybe. But hey, 100 years ago, who thought we'd have smartphones? So what do you think? If you had the chance to live in a zero-gravity world, would you try it? Or do you prefer keeping your feet on solid ground? Drop a comment and let me know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You guys rock.